Warhammer Tabletop RPG. We're so glad you could join us this week. Sorry we couldn't make it last week, nor could we play Secret Hitler, but people couldn't make it. But this week we are joined, as usual, by Mr. Seesaw.
Yeah.
We are joined by Mr. Maverick.
It hasn't even been a minute and you've already mentioned Hitler. This is gonna go well.
We're joined by Mr. Minoe.
Adolf Hitler.
Whoa. Everyone, Hulk Hogan died. Everyone post HH in chat. And finally we are joined by Mr. George 6-9.
As always, it is I, George 6-9.
So when we last left off, two of our party members managed to defeat the greater demon of Slanesh, killing off the mercenary party that were sent to get something from the group, but the party didn't find out who sent them or for what purpose. But anyways, so let me fix the thumbnail and the episode title on the stream.
We don't negotiate with terrorists.
Okay, fix. No, it's not made for kids.
You see this dick YouTube? This dick ain't made for kids. It's made for adults.
What is bro talking about?
That's what Coco said.
Okay, almost. Okay. Now that that's fixed, and you are currently out of combat, and we'll go down the line. So, George, it's your turn. What do you want to do?
I wanna roll a perception.
Sure. Does anyone else want to do anything too?
No.
Okay. Sure, give me a d20 roll.
Where's the d20?
All the d20s are over.
Oh, hold on. Okay. I got 6.
6 plus 7. Yeah, it's gone quiet and still since you killed the greater demon. There's nothing left of its corpse remaining. However, you can hear a faint humming coming from somewhere, like someone's blowing a horn around you, but you can't really tell from where.
Oh shit, it's 100 curse. I need to do a perception check.
Oh! Right.
So do you want to do anything else?
I can't figure out the direction of the horn, right?
No, you can't. You just hear it coming from somewhere close and around you.
Okay. Okay, I will throw another flare.
Or where do you want to throw it?
Here.
Right there. Okay. And color. Right there. Right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. So you managed to throw another one of the chem flares, and it bounces along the cave floor before finally coming to a stop in the area where you threw it. You don't see anything of particular note there except for a wooden structure, but you don't see anything living there.
Okay. I will pass my turn.
Sure. Anyone else want to do anything? Maverick, Manovi, Seesaw?
I would like to.
I need to see Conrad Curse.
I would like to blow on my horn.
I'm gonna blow on the horn. Okay, so you pull out the horn and blow on it. Give me a d20 roll.
9.
Yeah, once again, you blow on the horn and it doesn't really do much of anything. It's just you're getting decent at it. You feel like you can play a few notes, and everyone around you looks and sees you blowing this horn. So,
Yeah.
anyone want to do anything or go anywhere?
No?
I'm good. I just want to keep blowing on my horn.
You know what? I'm gonna have Lysander. Yeah, she gets an 18 on her perception check.
What's Conrad
She-
Curse?
No, she walks up to you and she says, "Where did you get that horn?"
At the
At the
instrument
horn
store.
store.
She says that horn is tainted with the presence of the Neverborn.
Oh, you always do this. You always do this, Lysander. You never let me have any fun. This is. I'm just. I'm just playing my horn. I'm just playing with my instrument, and you always do this. You're always chaos this, chaos that. This is like
They are
chaos.
never born, then what's the problem?
Yeah, this is like chaos.
She,
This isn't a chaos item.
she points at it and said, "Don't you find it weird that even though you stopped blowing and are now talking to me, it's continuing to play?"
No, it's really windy.
She kind of holds her arms out and spins around in a circle, and she says, "What wind? We're 1,000 miles under the ground."
Hey, they're drafts underground, you know?
There's literally drafts. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
drafty. Can you not feel it?
She says, "All right, we'll sit here and wait for a few seconds and see if the draft goes away then."
There's
Okay.
Actual, like,
That's not how
wind
drafts work.
currents, yeah, like, it's not, like, gust.
I wanna persuade her that nothing is wrong.
Nothing ever happens.
Sure, give me a persuasion roll.
I wanna.
Tell her nothing
Wait,
ever
I need to. I need to find a thing. I need to find like she. It's in
No, what do you mean?
desktop.
You need to find the die.
No, I know where the die is. I've just forgotten where. There we go. Is it Space Marine or the base sheet? I think it's the base sheet. Yes, the base sheet. Okay. I want to tell her you always do this. You always rain in my parade.
Gaslighting you.
The Rainer.
Yeah, I get a 19, and I get like half charisma, right?
Yes.
19 plus 11. So that's 30.
30, okay. And by the way, it's a new session, so everyone's die is increased back to full.
Nice.
Okay, so you got 30. She will roll. Okay, she has 7. She says, "Well, if it's not a chaos corrupted item, then how's it still doing that?" And she quickly just puts her hand up and covers one of the, like the hole that you blow in, and it continues to blow.
It's an antique.
I think he's just better.
What do you think it is? I'll ask her. What do you think this is?
You convinced her that it's not a chaos corrupted item. She says, He says, I don't know what it is. I just know that it's weird for some horn to be playing without anyone blowing in it.
Yeah, what a weird world we live in.
So what are you planning on doing with it?
I'll just get better at it. Now I'm about to play it. This is. I've taken a liking to music.
Okay, sure. So he says, all right, fine, keep your horn. So shouldn't we be getting out of here? Don't we have a mission to do?
Yes. I want to blow in my horn again.
Or give me a d20 roll.
Nothing ever happens. 18.
You know what, sure. So yeah, you blow on the horn and you find that you can play it decently well, and around you have been permanently seeing them since you accidentally inhaled on the horn, but suddenly all around the rest of the players, George, Seesaw, Minovi, all of you can suddenly see just kind of people fade into existence, like people and little houses going about their business. You can hear them making sounds and doing things like that, but they don't seem to react to you.
Oh, we're schizophrenic again.
Yeah,
Are we peering into the warp? Oh no. That's heresy.
maybe, but let's see, how does Lysander react? Yeah, she's gonna react exasperated and once again just kind of point all of around her, then point back at you. And she says, sure, it's not a chaos corrupted horn. What are all these things? Who are these people?
Okay, I don't need you to be condescending with me right now, okay, Lysander? I would ask you the same question. What are these people?
Why don't you ask him?
Okay, sure. So yeah. So she just quickly pulls out her seraphic edge and walks up to one and then takes a swing with her sword through it, but it just kind of passes through them as if they weren't there. The person doesn't seem to react or notice and keeps on going about whatever they were doing. And she says, well, they don't seem to actually be here. It must be some kind of like illusion, or I guess a hologram if that's a piece of tech rather than chaos corruption.
Hmm. 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 So true. I agree.
Yes. He says, well, if we are done here, shall we get on? I believe we only have, and she checks her chronometer. She says, I believe we only have 4 more days until we're picked up by the next expeditionary fleet. No one wants to
Guys,
respond.
talk to our teammate, guys. I can't carry the conversation.
No, you got it.
I'm talking to a woman. I can't carry the conversation. I know it's Cole and RP, but it's still a woman.
What are we supposed to do?
Drop count.
You were set on this play by Rogel Dorn in order to stop the gang violence that's been escalating on
Oh,
Necromunda.
we're still on that thing? I forgot.
Yeah, you just started a gang war between the Goliaths and Ashers, and are chasing an Escher gang into the catacombs.
Okay, did we kill everyone here that we need to kill?
Yeah, there's no one else here except for your party.
Okay, gang, let's go back and resupply.
I get it.
She says, finally, she says, alright, so where are we going to?
Grok, where do we go?
Who are the people who
What
have
are
an
you
alliance
talking
with?
the grok now?
We're going to the people who have an alliance with. I don't remember their name.
The Goliaths.
Those people, I
Yes.
guess.
Yeah, so they say the few Goliaths with you, they say, oh sure, we're going back to the base. Right, for come on, let's go back, see you lads.
Sure.
Sure.
I would like to talk to
Yeah.
Mr. Corvin next, and I would like to contact his dad and ask him a hypothetical question.
You can't really contact him. He left the system quite a while ago. It's been, I believe it's been, let's see, 11 days now.
Man,
He only had 14 days in order to
can we not
solve the
contact?
situation.
Can we not contact anybody from the Imperium?
I mean, yeah, absolutely. There's still Imperial Fist stationed on Necromunda in the recruiting station.
Okay, contact one of those Imperial Fists, Mr. Corvin next. I want to ask him something.
Sure, you
I
can.
don't know why.
Sure, you can just try to do that.
Should I do it? Or should Maverick do it?
Do it.
Okay. I got 19.
Yeah, you just open a general frequency Vox channel that the Imperial Fist have been using. All right, so what do you want to say?
I say Imperial Feast, radio check.
Sure. And after a minute, you get a bit of static, and then a reply. You hear a rather rough-sounding voice, and he says, "It says Garrison Station Officer Varnix. Who is this?"
This is Corvinus of the Imperial Feast.
You hear a bit of button pushing and a few beeps, and he says, "Ah, Mr. Corvinus, so tell me, how's your mission going?"
I say it is going pretty good, but my friend here has a question for you, and I wanna put Maverick's, my hand into the box channel.
Sure.
Hi.
He says, "Hello, what do you need?"
So, a complete hypothetical question here. How much chaos taint would warrant exterminatus on the planet?
Hold on. It's... Chaos isn't really that widespread of a knowledge of things, so, he says, "Chaos tank? What do you mean? The planet doesn't seem that chaotic. There's a bit of escalation of gang violence, but you're here to deal with that."
No, like demons, evil demons, and stuff.
He replies, he says, "Battle brother, are you okay? You don't seem to be doing well. You appear to be talking about supernatural entities that don't exist."
Well, it's just that ever since I came on this planet, everybody's talking about him, and I think that the planet's lost. I think that the planet's lost. They've strayed too far from the imperial truth. Maybe. Oh wait, fuck. There's no imperial truth yet, is there? Fuck.
No, that there is. It's called the Imperial Truth now. The Imperial Truth is that there are no gods, only man. But
Yeah. Okay, fair enough. There is. Okay. We're just not going Inquisitor mode yet. Okay. No, they've strayed too far from the imperial truth. I think it's over for the people of this planet.
he
They
says,
partake in weird rituals.
he replies, "Wait, that would need to be a pretty systemic issue for a whole planet to be exterminatist. Are you sure this can't just be simply solved or dealt with?"
No, it would seem that the problem with the gangs is far more is far bigger than we imagined. They've got a hold on the entire population. The only exception is like the king and the nobility of this planet. They're the only ones that arguably, allegedly are not tainted by it because they're completely disconnected from the rest of the population. But everybody else, we've asked around, we've talked with the locals, and they're pretty much they've strayed pretty far. They're pretty lost, man.
That's an amazing role you got there. He says he's trying to give you the benefit of the doubt here. Really, he says, well, you've only been here for a matter of days, and what, you're just in Hive Primus. You are aware that on this planet there are 14.9 billion people. You surely couldn't have met and diagnosed such issues through all the hives of all the people.
I'm talking about the specific area that we have been assigned by the Primarch, Corvin X. Everybody that we scoured the area that we've been assigned, and it's been the same throughout the entire place. They've all strayed.
Yeah.
Like, look, I want to put the horn on cam. Oh wait, no, we don't have visual feedback, do we? Do we have
No.
visual feedback?
No, not from this distance.
Okay.
But anyways, he says, look, I'm willing to see what kind of evidence or any kind of testimony that you've rounded up if you come up here to Garrison Command, first subfloor of the Hive. I believe you've come through here, but
Yes,
it's rather hard to believe that all 14.9 billion people, minus the few thousand upper class nobility, have all become uncompliant to the Emperor's will in a matter of months, weeks. I don't know how long.
You'll understand when I get there. You'll understand when I get there, sir. I'm holding some really occult shit right now in my hand. You will understand. This warrants exterminatus.
Lysander, while trying not to interrupt your Vox feed communication, she kind of whisper shouts and tries to grab it at your horn. She says, "Say, I told you that was chaos. Give that to me." You rolled a 15. Do you want to try to resist her?
Lysander, wait. This is how we get off the mission. Shut up.
Can you give me a roll? You need higher than 15.
Oh my god. 20.
Yeah, you're taller than her, so if you want to, you can easily hold it above her head where she can't reach, despite her jumping.
You're also a space marine.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's not like he's just gonna knock her block off.
Yeah, but you're also in a fucking space marine suit, my dude.
She wasn't trying to hurt him, she just tried to grab a chaos artifact from his hand.
Okay, I'll tell her we're gonna show the what is he? What is this guy? A chapter master?
No, he said he
What's
was
his station? What
he
is the
said he
station of the
was
man I am speaking to?
he said he was garrison commander.
I think I lagged out. It's over. Yeah, I lagged out. Oh!
The lagger. But can you hear us?
Fuck my marriage.
Apparently he can't hear us.
I lagged
Yeah.
out. It's over. I'm coming
Okay,
back. Don't
can
worry.
you hear us now?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Alright, so yeah, I said he's a garrison commander, but
Okay. Yeah, so we're gonna show. I've got to tell her we're gonna show this to the garrison commander so he understands that this issue needs to be resolved, and we don't have it, and then we're gonna destroy it.
she says we should destroy it now, and she says if you
And we
haven't
have no evidence, and chaos and the influence of chaos is going to spread if we don't do something now. We need to go.
He says, if you haven't all realized, none of the people here believe in chaos or anything. It's supposed to remain a secret.
Well, what was that creature? What was that woman that we met? That was a person. That was a person dabbling in the occult, miss. That demon you saw came out of a person.
She said, yeah, and we blasted her brains out. We didn't go plastering her up
There's
on
more.
every
There's
Vox
more.
feed across the planet.
There's more. There's more. She's part of the problem. She's part of a wider problem.
Heard of a wider problem.
You
Is she-
need to trust me here, woman. You don't get it. Like I'm seeing light years ahead right now.
She says, well, I can't get that stupid horn from you, but we have to destroy it as soon as we can.
Yes, we will destroy it the moment we show it to the chapter master, and he realizes that there's something messy going on, and something needs to be done. This is greater than us. We need to deal with chaos now, lest it
Now.
spreads.
If only we had a phone for video evidence.
The phone's cracked, dude.
She says,
It is.
she says,
It's literally.
you're damn right about that, but we can't just go showing people this, or else they'll have to be
We're not
killed
gonna
too.
show anyone. We're not gonna show anyone other than the garrison commander. We're just gonna show him.
And she says, so are you
Hey.
going to kill him too after he exterminizes this entire hive?
I have faith in the garrison commander's belief in the imperial truth. There will be no need for such action. The problem is the civilians. They are going to turn into cultists if we allow this problem to permeate further.
You're doing amazing one-sided RP because I was going to remind you that because Lysander is whispering and you're talking into her helmet, the garrison commander can hear everything you're saying, but you haven't said anything really that egregious yet. But anyway, she just kind of impotently kind of like slaps your arm, holding up the horn. She goes, "Fine, do it, whatever."
Okay. You'll thank me for this. Okay, guys.
And,
let's
the
go to
garrison commander says, "Who are you talking to?"
Don't worry about it. I'm talking to my teammate here. Anyway, we'll be right there.
He says, very well, I shall make the rest of the garrison aware of your coming.
It would be ideal if not everyone were to find out about this. It's pretty. We need to keep it on the down low. This is probably gonna be a classified thing. This is gonna be.
That we're coming.
It's gonna be for the That's a. We're coming, but we can't parade this thing. It's bad.
Just say we're
It's
coming.
bad. It's bad. We're coming. Okay, go. Let's go. Move.
Okay. He says, all right, fine, I suppose. And he says, Garrison Commander Vaughn us out. And he cuts the Vox feed.
Okay, guys, let's go to the garrison commander.
Okay, so you all want to just go back the way you came?
Yeah.
Okay.
I say plans changed, and now we're heading to the garrison commander. If you guys wanna go, I'm talking to the other guys. I say if you guys wanna go to your base to resupply, we'll meet you there later.
Well, I mean, before any of you get anywhere, you have to go back the way you came.
Yeah, I'm just saying. When we get out of here.
Come on. Oh.
I'm gonna go get some more water. I believe in you guys.
Okay. Spawning party.
It's already spawned in.
Listen, all map. Where's your thing? Okay, you're all over there again. Alright, so you managed to go back up through the chemical plant that you ruined, and it's all been dried and sticky on the ground and no longer that corrosive, and you climb back up through the underhive tunnel. Get back to this area.
Damn, I forgot this was the map we were on.
What? Alright, so you come back up and you see another one of the gangers here, the short little wee man in his power armor, and he says, "You all been there a long time? Been more than 7 days or so. We say it only lasted 7 days. If you won't go through, you're gonna have to pay the toll or go back the way you came."
Was that all?
The toll was 800 creds.
I think I have that. Wait, hold on. How much did I get?
Well, you robbed a rich person, so you should have quite a bit.
All right, what happened? I'm back.
You're currently being extorted by the gang again. Because he said the past
I
for the
have,
last
I
toll.
have 900 credits.
Alright, so you want to give him 800 of?
Sure.
I'm gonna enjoy seeing your fucking planet go up in flames, you little shit.
Do you want to say that out loud to him?
Yeah.
He's
Wonder
he
how that
says Yeah, boo-hoo, you lose some money, now get along to the other side, you can only pass through here 7 more days for 800.
This money was promised to me 3,000 years ago by God.
Why is the dice jiggling?
Taking my money is like murder. It's the equivalent of murder.
I don't even think you're the one paying, Seesaw's the one paying.
Yeah, this guy.
But anyways, minus 800 creds from your thing, and you all can pass through.
Suddenly, Mike Honey's nose started to grow.
You should go invisible and steal it back, my dude.
I mean, you can try if you find a shadow, so...
Once we get out of range, please.
You want me to do that?
I mean,
Okay.
If you die, you
Okay.
die, but that's a
Sure.
sacrifice I'm willing to make.
I'm not in danger. Don't worry.
Sure, so, it doesn't really matter if you want to go up high or low, but anyway, so... I'll say you go...
I'm falling off the bridge.
Honestly, Cole, I can't even remember what our objective was on this map. It's been so long.
It's not on this map, it's in this scenario. You're supposed to get the
there not
gangs to stop going to war with each other for a little while within 18 sessions, and you only have like 4 more.
Oh. Oh shit.
Yeah. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna blow up the planet, and the gangs are not gonna
Yeah.
fight anymore.
Genius. I'm on board.
Okay, but wait, so you go out of range and you can see various people, including some squats, mostly normal Hunter Hive looking people going about their business. They seem to be mostly ignoring you, so Maverick, you said you want to go into a shadow and go invisible?
Yes.
Sure, you go invisible, and you want to go back and try to steal back the credits from him?
Steal. Yes.
Okay, so you're invisible, so you're undetected. Let me bring up the thing. Automatically pass a sneak roll. Alright. And perception roll. 11. Okay,
Coco
give me
be
2.
Like you're doing it. Where is it? Where is it?
It's over here by the calculator and the roll sheet. You need higher than 22.
Fair enough. Coco be like you're doing amazing roleplay. Thanks. I'm on 2 hours of sleep today. I'm seeing things, and not because of the horn.
And afterwards, he promised to go to the zoo.
I don't think I can, but sure.
He's going to the zoo.
No, 20. I don't get it.
Yeah, okay, so you try to reach into his belongings to take back the 800 credit, but he manages to just kind of quickly just turn and just start walking in another direction before you can, reach into his pockets.
Old.
Oh well, I tried. Sorry, Seesaw.
Okay, so you want to go back with the rest of the group?
That's
Mhm.
crazy.
Okay, so,
I hope you find solace in the fact this person is going to be annihilated along with the rest of the planet.
Along with the rest of my money. Oh man.
okay, so if you all want to just continue, you can go back up to the other map where the Goliath base is.
Her?
We wanna
We
go
need
meet with Mr. Quartermaster.
Yeah, that's on the floor above the Goliath one. So
Yes.
Yes, but do we need to go to that map? Can we just say we pass through this map? Is there gonna be an encounter or not?
no, I thought you wanted to stop there, but sure, you can get all the way back up to the other thing. So
An encounter of the sexual variety. Oh my goodness gracious. Last time we had one of those, we had to fight a demon.
Aminovi got raped.
He did. She tried raping me too. She was not discriminating. She's kind of like me. This BW. I can't say that. I can't finish that.
Mods.
Maverick, the non-discriminator.
I was gonna say this would be WC's forever, but I'm not.
You already
I'm not.
said it.
You just said
Yeah,
it, yeah.
I just said it, yeah. But like I didn't mean it. I said it and I did. Fuck!
You
I got
didn't
disconnected.
need it.
I timed out.
It's because the thing is lagging right now. It should work. Come on, load tabletop simulator.
If I said it initially, you know, like when I started my sentence, I would have meant it. But because I like had a second thought and I said, well, I shouldn't say that, and I openly denounced it before I said
Can't
it,
believe Maverick and Minovi disconnect.
you know, I didn't mean it.
He didn't
Fuck! Why is Steve being such a bastard? There we go.
Cole, I have a question. What are the exact requirements for the mission?
Well, the exact requirements of the mission were to stop the current gang wars going on the planet, and you learned a bit about House Goliath and things like that on your way, but honestly, you've kind of dilly-dallied a lot and gone on a lot of side things throughout this campaign.
Yeah, I forgot we had on the main objective.
Yeah.
And technically, we did stop some current gang wars.
Yeah,
Kind of.
technically, we
You
didn't stop
destroyed
all
a
of
drug plant, yeah, of the Ushers, yeah, so. Okay, so you all managed to. Oh,
Actually, I'm back. I might be able to stay for the zoo after. I feel awake now.
awake enough for the zoo.
Yeah, I feel awake enough for the zoo.
What the fuck is the zoo?
It's. I don't fucking care. YouTube, you can ban me for saying, but that's what we call. There's a reaction channel of two black guys, and they react to South Park episodes. we watch them watching South Park. And we call it the zoo.
So what
Oh
do I
no!
do?
Why'd you do that? It's a big
Baba.
map. Don't. You're gonna have to rewind it. But anyway, sure. So you go back into the first subfloor of the hive using the same compartment hatch. Hopefully people don't DC again.
Another one.
Loading complete.
Ironically enough, my thing didn't load yet.
Nope, I got disconnected. George 69, you'll talk with my lawyer soon.
Okay.
Do you even have a lawyer?
Yeah, I'm Jewish. Of course I have a lawyer. Why are you laughing, George 69? I don't get it.
Okay, so you go back up into the first subfloor of the underhive. So, all right, where do you want to go?
We are going to the garrison.
All right, do you know where that is?
No.
He told us over the phone, didn't he?
No, he just said it was on this floor.
Fuck.
Hello, please give directions.
I'm gonna roll a perception.
Sure.
15. Is there any person around?
Yeah, there's plenty of people going about their business, various underhivers, civilians, and things like that. What'd you get? A 15? And plus 7. Yeah, so you even see some Adeptus Arbites going around, going around their usual patrols and policing duties as well.
Okay. I'm going to yell out to everyone on the street and
Sure.
say, apologies, my friends. Does anyone here know where the Imperial Fist garrison is?
Yeah, most of the civilians are just kind of startled by you yelling and recoil, but the Adeptus Arbites, one of them manages to go Well, you're one of the Imperial Fish, shouldn't you know? And he points generally in the direction down here, down the stairs here.
I
Yes.
say, thank you, my friend. That is very kind of you.
Why are they still
And,
with us?
What?
and then I say to my
Oh,
to the
Why are they
gang,
still with us?
Because you've been bringing them with you. You told them that you would help them kill the Escher gang and take over their drug
no,
operation.
I said we're gonna split and regroup at their base.
Okay, so you wanted them to just stay back there with them.
Yeah, I don't know where their base is.
It's okay. They're here now.
I wasn't paying attention.
They can be here. They can be here.
That's fine. You can have them stay at their base if you want.
Yeah, just send them back to the base.
Mods.
Mods, send them to their base.
Okay.
Grok.
So you managed to walk down the main thoroughfare until you get to this very big building on top of a set of yellow and black stairs, ceremonial looking stairs. You can tell that this is clearly a big area of importance, and it's clearly painted in the colors of the Imperial Fist, so you want to just like go in?
I think this is the right place. I think we found it, guys.
Yeah.
Sure. Alright. So yeah, you go in and you can see various members of the Imperial Fist going about their business. Some are armored, some are unarmored. Others seem to be busy going places. Others seem to be engaged in interstellar communications and things at various like boards and things. You see a few members of the Mechanicum going about their business as well, but sure, you find an office that's very kind of fancy. Around the edge of the door frame is kind of a golden leaf thing, and at the very top you can see an Imperial Aquila. Do you want to just like go on and knock on his door?
Does it look like this is the room of a commander?
Yes, from what you can tell.
Yeah, we go and we knock.
Okay, you knock and you hear a rather gruff sounding voice from inside. He goes, "Permission granted to enter."
We go in.
Yeah.
And you open the door and you see an Imperial Fist sitting behind the desk. He has his helmet off and he is engaging in various paperwork and things like that, going through various hollow files and things like that, and he looks up at you and he says, "Ah, Corvinus," but he quickly looks back and he shuffles through his papers and he says, "Forgive me, Corvinus, but I don't seem to have a Imperial designation for you. What rank are you?"
The
Hold on,
highest.
do I have a rank? Hold on.
I don't know, do
I
you?
think I have.
I
need
don't
to
think
check
it's in your
my
lore.
things.
I don't remember it in your lore. Also, why is Minovi not here? Is he banned again?
Minovi, are you there?
I'm back.
He's back.
He's banned.
Minovi, do you want to do anything?
No.
Okay. Okay, so he goes, "Oh, it's all right. We can figure that out later and put you in the system." But anyways, so you said you all had something rather important to show me. You believe the city should be exterminated. This is a pretty grave accusation you're making.
Yes, yes, and I want to pull out the horn. I want to pull out the horn, and I want to tell him
You could
this.
have blown a hole in the horn again.
This is a horn.
He looks at the horn and he can clearly tell that it's blowing. It's it's emanating a sound, and he goes, yes. Anything else?
Have you any clue what this? No, I'm not gonna do that voice actually. Have you any clue what this is?
He says, it appears to be a horn made of some kind of animal bone, and he picks it up and looks it over, and he says, and it's covered with some various engravings. What about it?
These engravings you speak of are. I'm gonna let Lysander finish my sentence there because she knows more about chaos than I do. Go on, Lysander.
Here, I'm trying-
Tell him about the chaos, the evil.
Um, here. Yeah. She says as tactfully as she can, she says, "It sort is evidence of non-compliance with the imperial truth. It shows that there are pervasive and subversive elements on this plane engaging in occultic and religious rituals."
Exactly what she said. And if we let this permeate, this will only get worse and worse. You will have everyone. You will have everyone taking part in these weird occult rituals. And if you were to mess around with this horn, if you were to, carelessly blow on it and do any of that stuff,
Mostly blow. All right.
you might get a vision. There's clearly something wrong with this. It's enchanted. And if we let this get out of control, if we let this spiral out of control, this is not just going to be the planet at stake. It's going to be the entire universe.
He says, you got pretty low on that, but what he says, you must be a bit hyperbolic. We know about the redemptionist cult of the people here, especially on this floor, but they are somewhat overlooked by the imperial governance because they worship the emperor, which, while that is very detestable, it's not something that entire city should be destroyed over. And besides, we blow up the city from orbit, what then? All the other cities on the planet will revolt in our cause of genocide. We can't merely kill 2 billion people in the capital city of a planet just because we found evidence of one person into the occult.
It is not just one person. Everybody on this planet, the lower castes, they all partake in this stuff. Some more devoutly than others. And they do not worship the emperor. They worship weird entities that no one has heard of before. If this gets out of hand, we will have very big problems within the Imperium.
And give me a persuasion roll for that.
Okay. That's a 6 and an 11.
Okay, so that's 17.
2. Woo!
He says, is there any way we could separate out these people from everyone else and merely extract the problem in a surgical manner rather than a widespread, just mass extermination?
I'm afraid I could not answer you that. And I don't know if we have the time for it.
He kind of stiffens up and says, what kind of timetable are we on? What constraints is it based upon?
There's no strict time constraints, so to speak, but every moment that passes, some new ritual has taken place. And more occult instruments like this one are created.
He says, look, many of the places in the dark, forgotten corners of the Underhive are rather lawless, but the most I can possibly sanction is an imposition of martial law on the main hab quarters of the Hive City. Would that be enough?
Martial law in the martial law in the what?
In the hab quarters, in basically this upper floor area.
No, that's definitely not enough. We didn't even find it on the upper floor. They are on every floor. From the interrogations that we've that we've given civilians and whatnot, we are certain that they are on every floor. These people have a presence everywhere on this planet, and the civilians, at the best, tolerate them, and at worst, collude with them and partake.
He says, well, I'm sorry, I've made the best I can. I'm merely a garrison commander. In order to possibly call for an exterminating of an entire hive city, you would need to get the Imperial governors at least consent to do this. I said,
Oh,
the most I can, once again, the most I can offer you is imposition of martial law and maybe a search and seizure of everyone in the hab units. That's the best I could possibly commission without Rogel Dorn or the Imperial Governor.
I don't think you understand what happened. This woman that we got the horn from turned into a different creature. A creature came out of her. I don't know what creature that. I don't know what kind of creature that was. But I assure you that if more of them started showing up, and word got out that there's weird supernatural entities out there, the Emperor's vision is going to be blown to smithereens. The Imperial truth is not going to be taken seriously. This is bigger than you and I. Contact Rogel Dorn if need be.
He says,
Or Conrad Curse.
he says, very well, I
Okay.
shall make contact with Rogel Dorn, but once again, like I said, the most I can offer you is a martial law on this thing, and it sounds like maybe there's some Xenos and infestation in the Underhive. Maybe we could do some sweeps and then rad purges of the Underhive, but once again, I don't have the authority nor the capability in order to bring down exterminatus upon this entire city.
Well,
I think we should
bring Dorn here.
blow it up.
Then.
Blow it up.
I think we should. This is not about political capital. The Imperial truth is going to be shattered if the civilians here start witnessing regular humans shape-shifting into weird demon-like creatures. They're going to start believing in higher powers, and they're going to cast away the Imperial truth.
Okay, so he's going to press a switch on his desk, and he says, Tech Priest Vargas 9651. And you wait for a moment, and then you hear just kind of like a low pitch boop in response. He goes, "Can you communicate with the Astra Telepathica and then open up a communicants with Lord Dorn, please?" You get he gets another boop and a boop over the comlink in reply, and he says, "It will send an Astra Telepathica communication, but that could take quite a while. So what should be our course of action in the meantime?"
Our course of action in the meantime. Our course of action in the meantime should be the following. Martial law, as you said, but across the entire planet. Any person, any individual caught doing illegal things, performing illicit tasks, should be executed on the spot. And this includes the gangs. The gangs are apparently...
He says, "You realize if you do this, all the gangs will immediately retaliate, correct? I only have about 40 Imperial Fists here in this hive city, and about 90 planet-wide, and there are quite a few hive cities."
Then how do you suppose we deal with this then? We need to... We can't dilly-dally. We can't dilly-dally anymore.
He says, "Very well, I'll do what I can. Will you assist me on this?"
Yeah, sure. Of course. It's our
Why can't we
responsibility.
wait?
What?
I said, why can't we wait?
The garrison commander looks at Mr. Mike Honey expectantly, as if to say, "Why can't we?"
It depends. Do you think Dorn is gonna come with reinforcements? Like in a day or two? If he can, then sure, we can wait, but this needs to be dealt with now.
He says he absolutely won't come in a day or two. Even if this was his highest priority, it could be weeks, if not months, before he comes back. He left the system in order to go on further compliances in the Great Crusade. He would have to end whatever engagement he is with and then come back.
Well, that's a problem because we, in our hands, we have a hotbed of weird cultists that are somehow capable of shapeshifting.
He says,
And they have a pretty good grasp on the people of this planet.
"Very well, we'll start a crackdown on the hab blocks as promised, and in addition, go with the other countermeasures I proposed, but that is the most we can do until we receive additional word." And he presses a different series of switches, and finally, after a second of nothing happening, he hits the table and stands up and yells, and he says, "Recruitment Officer Sergeant Farnes." And after a little bit, another Imperial Fist runs in, completely clad in his armor, and he says, "Cousin Commander," he says, "your comlink isn't working again. In addition, we've been informed of some rather dire circumstances involving persistent and capricious cult activity. We are putting the hab blocks under martial law. In addition, once we secure those, we are going to do sweeps of the underhire floors, and afterwards purge any undesirables with rad wipes. Understand? Create a company and then delegate the necessary tasks." And And Farnus salutes and then runs back out, and the entire garrison goes into not into panic, but immediate kind of battle-ready action, delegating tasks and such like that. And he says, "Well, so shall you be assisting us in instilling the martial law on this floor?"
Sure. But something should be done about the artifact first.
He says, "Well, do we need it?"
It needs to be purified.
You again, hold on, I gotta roll for this. Hold on. He looks at you strangely once again, and he says, "You do realize that their beliefs aren't real, right? There's nothing to this horn besides its just weird appearance and characteristic."
I want to hand him the horn and tell him to blow.
Sure. So he takes the horn in his hand and blows.
But before he does it, I tell him, you must tell no one of this, brother.
So he just kind of casually blows into the horn, and you get a surprisingly good roll. All
I noticed.
around you, just various people in their rags and things kind of appear and start going about their business. The garrison commander hops up and immediately, oh,
20.
yeah, he easily kind of makes a concerted effort to just kind of like grab and punch one of the people that popped up, but his hands go immediately through, and he says, "So this object creates holograms. Then I don't really see how this is necessarily a supernatural business. It's just."
It has no technology behind it. Look at it. It's incantations.
Fucking amazing. Okay, so he says, "So you're telling me sorcery is real?"
I'm telling you, I'm telling you that whatever is happening on this planet, the God Emperor, the Emperor of mankind, the Emperor of
Hey,
mankind
hey.
the Emperor of mankind would not be happy with whatever's happening on this planet. That's what I'm telling you.
I
What
agree.
a fucking time for a
Next time you'll
critical
notice.
fail. He says, "What did you just say?"
Uh, the Emperor of mankind.
He says, "You know, all of us space marines have perfect recall. Have you been in contact with the redemptionist cult?"
Nope. I don't think we have been in contact with them. We've been in contact with the.
The
Yes,
mercenaries.
yes, you have. They were the ones in the
No,
cathedral fort.
no.
Oh, were those the ones we killed? Were they the first people we killed?
Some of them, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'll tell them. I'll tell them, yeah, they were the first people we killed when we got here. We've been in contact with all of the gangs, and we've been in contact with all of the civilians, and that's why I can guarantee you that the information I'm giving you is accurate. That's what they call him. They call him the God Emperor. Very weird shit.
Okay, can you give me a deception check? Because
Not deceiving him. That's a 3.
I mean, you are. You have not been in contact with all the gangs on the planet.
Okay, how about I say with all the relevant gangs then?
Wait, that's still
Okay, then we
true.
both got 3. I win.
Yeah,
we're good,
what's plus half your charisma?
Plus 11.
4 plus 11, that's 15. Yeah, you managed to deceive him, and he says, "And you sure you haven't picked up any beliefs or ideas from the redemptionist when you made your contact with him?"
Absolutely not. We believe in
I
we believe in
interject
the
and say,
imperial truth.
you know, now that I think of it, his nose did grow a bit larger.
You want to say that to him?
Sure.
If he rolls a 1 and he
Let's
thinks
see.
I'm fucking shapeshifting, I'm gonna fucking cry.
No, he looks over at Corvinus and he says, I don't get the reference.
The reference.
Maybe I'm imagining things. It's fine. Carry
Anyway,
on.
as I was saying, no, if anything, that was a slip of the tongue because when we were trying to extract information from the what was the cult called again? The Enlightened, whatever. When we're trying to extract information from them, they would not talk to us unless we spoke
The-
in their lingo.
The cult is specifically called the Redemptionists, but the gang is
Yeah.
called House Cawdor.
Fair enough. When we spoke with House Cawdor, they would not speak to us unless we used their lingo, and it was the same with the brutes. I don't remember what they're called.
The Goliaths.
Yeah, the Goliaths. There we go. It was the same with the Goliaths. We had to speak like Ogrins. Thank God we had an Ogrin on the team. It was like our translator.
Okay. So he says, "Well, the garrison guard should be ready. Are you all ready to go out and try to implement some martial law?"
Fuck yeah, dude.
Okay, so you all go out on the...
I say, before we go, let's prioritize gaining more information.
Before we go, let's prioritize getting armor, honestly.
That too. I do need a chest plate.
Yeah, I think that's what we should prioritize, since we're doing martial law stuff.
Honestly, everything is fucking fiction.
Everything needs fixings. Okay,
I want to joke around with him, and I want to tell him, "Oh, you should have seen how we spoke to the Escher gang. We had to, in order to get information from him, we had to talk about male privilege. I don't even know what that means."
he kind of, in a very serious manner, he says, I don't either. But anyways, so to secure the section around the garrison, I have a sign, and he pulls up a hollow screen. A team of 6, and they should be waiting outside for you. Remember, do not cause a panic. We're trying to get people back into their house so we can do sweeps of their personal possessions afterwards.
Fair enough. Yeah, no, that'll work. That'll work.
And
I'm saying this out of RP. This will work. We get them in their houses. If they go in their houses, they can't do crime. Boom.
can't do crime. Okay.
Say there is a new virus in the air that is very, very easy to.
Whoa! We should do that. Whoa! Why didn't you think of that earlier? That's genius.
But anyway, so he responds to Mr. Corvinus and looks over and he says, as a member of the Imperial Fist, it should be rather easy to get you a spare set of armor. However, and he looks over at Mr. Mike Honey, he says, I'm afraid we don't have any Night Lords armaments here.
I say, I don't even think that's Night Lord armor.
He's looking at him. He can clearly tell that he's Night Lord, but he says, fine, are you willing to wear the gold and black?
Mavericks, do you even have Night Lord armor or not right now?
He has a few pieces, but
I never thought that was important to write down. I don't actually remember what I have.
Bro has been swapping armor pieces.
I know my claws are salamander claws. That's about it.
And I'm pretty sure your torso is salamander too, but no,
Is
your
it?
no, wait, your torso I thought was Alpha Legion, but anyways.
Yeah, it's Alpha Legion.
But anyway,
Bro
so
is
so do you want to
clown
answer him?
Space Marine.
Yeah. I just gotta keep the gauntlets on.
Sure. So you receive a full set of Imperial Fist armor. Let me check. What is the armor value of that?
Everything is 110.
Everything is 110? Alright.
Oh, you have better armor?
Yeah.
Wow.
How do you think I've been tanking shit all fucking
Yeah,
game?
you've been tagging shit with the extra 10 health on every body part. So true.
So true.
Yeah, so you're wearing all Imperial Fist armor minus your green hands with the claws on them.
You should have made the tech priests more useful, in my opinion. You should have made tech priests more prevalent, so we don't have to change armors constantly.
I mean, literally, if you had a tech priest, they could repair your armor. It just Tomater left for a while, and then Fetus
is
changed
what we
class.
did. It is what we did.
Okay, so he stands up and salutes. He says, "Dismissed. I shall be doing all I can from part of coordination. Open up a Vox channel if anything gets out of hand or you need anything."
Okay.
Okay.
What happened to the thing? What happened to the horn?
I mean, it's still on his desk. I mean, do you want to just leave it there, or?
I said we'd have to destroy it. Why'd he leave it on his desk? Oh my
Oh.
god.
Oh, you want him to destroy it? Okay, all right.
No, I was gonna purify it with Lysander. I was gonna let Lysander do her thing with it. I was gonna give it to Lysander. I was gonna let her do whatever she
I mean,
wanted.
Lysander was just gonna smash it, but
Fair enough. She can do it.
Do it. Lysander, go do it.
so Lysander, just having been quiet the whole time, kind of looks back and forth before you all. She says, "Garrison Commander, mind if I just quickly dispose of this item?" And he says, "Very well." She, see, quickly, how much does she nickel?
Negro.
Yeah, she takes out her monomolecular sword and just quickly smashes. Yeah, she quickly just smashes the horn and the desk too. Thankfully, she hits, and yeah, she instantly breaks and smashes the horn. Out of it comes kind of a purple miasma, and all the figures that you've been continually seeing, Mike Honey, and the ones that appear in the office kind of just like dissipate and fade with like a quick kind of like a quick like moaning sound. And the garrison commander goes, "The bloody fuck was that?"
I cross my arms and say to Lysander, you know, you could have spared the desk.
She,
I'm gonna turn.
she replies and says it was touching something tainted.
Isn't your sword tainted now?
She says, "The holy is that which smashes the enemies of the emperor."
Uh-huh. Okay.
I want to turn to my honorable bow brother, the garrison commander, and tell him, if we get pressed by your Primarch about all this, I expect you back us up.
Bro, he's in
New
the mood.
Rogel Dorn IRL live stream content. Bros, I'm gonna go and press Conrad Kurz. Yo, Conrad, why you capping? Why you capping? Hey, don't run away. Come back. Look at the camera. Why you capping?
Conrad Curse would let us blow up the planet.
Yeah, that's true. That is objectively real.
Why can't you be more like Conrad Curse, Cole? Huh?
Why can't you curse, Max?
Yeah, charismatic.
Okay, so you go outside and you see 6 people waiting there on
Apothecary.
I know, apothecary, 2 dreadnoughts, and some crowd control people. So you remove their names, go through names.
Wait, there's dreadnoughts?
Yeah, and the floor is
Fucking
gone too.
sweet.
Let me reload, and hopefully no one DCs.
Huh.
Try to remove their names and it killed the floor.
He says it killed the floor. I don't even see a floor.
What do you? Is your armor models just like floating?
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird. I see a tile floor.
For me, the models aren't loading. They haven't been loading.
I timed out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know,
Same.
Yeah,
because
me
I
too.
had to reload the thing. So.
Mods!
What?
What?
Everyone got disconnected XD.
Yeah.
Wow, good session, guys. Wow, good job.
Yo, I just found a hidden area. What the fuck? That's crazy.
Where?
Um, it is from the golden statue where the dice are. The building to the left, it actually has an interior of sorts.
What? Where? Dang it.
I don't know if you can, if you'll be able to see it.
Oh
It's
yeah, I
like
see
near
it.
there. Yeah, there's like trash market stuff or something.
Yeah. Okay, but anyway, so you all exit the garrison, the Imperial Fist garrison, and you see 2 dreadnoughts on apothecary and 3 crowd control people. So they say. So the apothecary goes up and he salutes at you all, and he says, "Presuming you all are the special unit who are going to assist us in implementing martial law on this level."
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
He says, "Very well then, shall we do this by the books? Get everyone inside, be as gentle as possible until we can no longer be."
What do you mean gentle? We're the Imperial.
He says, "Well, the idea is not to create a panic. Martial law will be impossible if everyone is in a panic and rioting."
Well, that's fine. We just need to set off like the air, fucking flight sirens and shit. You know, people will go inside by themselves.
He says, "That's very optimistic of you, but I don't think many people would respond positively to sudden panic and alarm."
Well, that's not a concern once we blow up the planet, right?
Okay, I think we should say that there is a virus outbreak that is very infectious and
You know,
hopefully
I
it's
agree
already
with that.
made.
I actually agree with that, unironically. I
Okay.
don't think the people in the 31st millennium are gonna be any smarter.
Okay, he says, Very well. Venerable dreadnoughts, can you begin to broadcast the message? And soon from their sirens and horns, they begin to blare out towards the various plazas of people walking by, saying something along those lines of there's a suspected viral outbreak and the current tab block is under martial law for everyone to immediately return to their hab units as quickly and as orderly as possible. And they begin to walk forward.
So true.
Come on, don't lag, let me walk. And I'm presuming you all are following them?
Yeah, we're following them straight back to our ship so we can get off this planet before it blows up. Yeah,
I don't think Shisho heard anything we're doing.
yeah.
He's just saying random stuff.
I appreciate the sentiment, if nothing else. I agree that we should blow up the planet.
Yes.
Yeah, that's good. Can one of you give me a persuasion roll?
Who are we persuading?
Just the general people around you.
I got one charisma. Don't let me. Don't make me do it.
It's over. I rolled a 5. 5 plus 11.
16. Yeah, so with the total including the dreadnoughts, that is. Let's see, wait, you got 16?
Yes.
Yeah, so that's 36 in total. So, okay, yep. This area, everyone goes back in a relatively orderly fashion. People pick up any of the wares that they're selling on the streets, and, mothers hurriedly usher their children into the buildings.
I was looking at the the models and suddenly they just fucking disappear into a ball.
Okay, so you go over to this area. Give me another persuasion roll.
Yeah, Mavericks has to roll every persuasion.
Okay. Holy shit, can I roll like a decent human being?
Even if you roll
6
low, you
plus
can.
11.
17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Ooh, barely over. Yep, so you managed to convince these people.
I didn't know they had Conrad Kurtz's cowl.
No, they're only rolling a d20. Anyways, now for the main plaza. You only need to do more persuasion. So,
Oh god, it's gonna be shit.
11, so give me a persuasion roll.
It's 5. Can I get like sanity boosted? Thank you.
You could, but hold on. So 5 plus 11, 16 plus 11. Yeah, you still got over 20. You're fine. So,
Oh, thank god. Okay.
okay, so for the last thing, come on, move.
Throughout the whole time, I did not roll a single die over 10. Or 6.
Yo, I
for
got
that
a
matter.
20.
Nutty.
Dreadnought's good. I drop them.
He dropped the
They ran out of
dreadnoughts.
batteries.
Boundaries, or shouldn't they appear on like the edge of the table?
No, I said they ran out of batteries. I
Yeah.
did find them. They're in the side of a building.
I can just find them. Oh wait, you found them?
Yeah, they're in the side of this building right here.
Yeah.
Oh shit, this.
Oh, what'd you
Tower
do?
has fallen.
Okay, there we go. Okay, so you cleared out all the basic civilians into their homes, and you start to approach the cathedral fortress of House Cawdor. Once in front of the doors, the dreadnoughts broadcast towards the cathedral, and they say, Archbishop Benedictus, by order of the garrison commander of the planet under the authority of the Imperial Governor Helmar and Rogaldorn, there has been instituted martial law. You are to evacuate your fortress and return to your individual hablocks immediately. After a while, a bunch of House Cawdor people kind of stick out guns and look over the sides of the embankments, and finally Archbishop Benedictus walks out and looks over the railing. And peace. He says, no, we will not leave our cathedral no matter what any of you say. The only authority we bow down to is the God Emperor himself.
Damn.
Any of you want to give a crack at it?
Convince him to leave.
Convince him, all the House Cawdor people, to return to their individual hablocks.
Yes, yes, I will roll persuasion. I got a 9 plus 11. That's 20. And
9,
I will
11.
say 9, 11. And I will say, we are here on the Emperor's behalf. These orders are straight from him. You are to evacuate and go to your home.
Can't believe you lied on the Emperor's behalf.
He's not a
What'd you
god,
get in
so
total? 20?
20.
He
The
quickly
Emperor gave it
looks down at you, and he says, despite your change in attire, I recognize your demeanor and your attitude. Aren't you the group of people who were going to eliminate the House Goliath a few floors down?
No,
That wasn't me.
that sounds like misinformation.
Indeed.
Yes.
That wasn't me.
And what of it? Rome wasn't built in a day.
It was built in a week.
He says, "But why do you think we should trust you? We go out on a limb and provide unbelievers a chance to kill other unbelievers, yet I'm pretty sure House Goliath still stands."
Nah, some of them died.
They are crippled and locked in a confrontation with the Escher gang.
So he quickly brings his hands up and looks around at the various Cawdor people that have their guns trained on you from the parapets, and he says, "See, brothers and sisters, the unbelievers only bring violence upon themselves. Why should we listen to those who only's course for violence is instilling more violence, destroying the race protected by the God Emperor?"
Aren't you being violent by having guns pointed?
He says, a threat of violence and violence itself are not the same. Nonetheless, justification is given using violence against unbelievers.
I would like to roll a persuasion.
Sure, what
And
do you want to
say,
try to persuade him of?
You're making the God Emperor really sad right now.
He's going to cry.
Oh, God, wait, no, I pressed the thing. There we go. Beautiful. That's an 11 and a 11. That's 22.
Yeah. 6. He says, for once in your entire lack of theological life, you are correct. The God Emperor weeps at his children killing his other children, not in the grasp of his bountiful harvest. He does indeed weep for these unbelievers in that they have to die if they do not leave the believers in peace.
This is true, by the way. Anyway, you need to evacuate.
I say to the guy that is talking, you know what, you guys should just go home, because if you keep staying together, the virus could infect all of you and you would all die. And then who's gonna pray and worship or whatever you guys do?
Fucking crazy. Okay, Providence, can you give me a persuasion roll?
All
I
of it?
got 13.
Absolutely fucking crazy.
Cracked.
No, he literally got a critical. He got a critical failure. He says he kind of gets a sudden change on his face, and he says, "Were we to leave, what guarantee would we have that the fortress would not be ransacked and looted by you unbelievers?"
You try locking the door?
I don't think we have given you any reason to believe that we are of the ransacking variety. If nothing else, we are going to stand guard and protect the fortress. We're gonna leave guards here.
Okay, you're absolutely going to need a deception roll for that.
I am the deceiver. That's a 3.
That was almost an 11. Are we serious?
3
Shall
plus
I
half of
fix this?
charisma.
Get Lysander to fix this.
Yeah, Lysander, please.
You want
for
her
God's
to
sake,
fix
I
it?
can't take this. Yeah.
Sure.
Yes.
Okay, so it goes up to 13, so plus half your charisma.
11. 24, ain't it?
He got a 20, and he looks at you and points at you, and he says, "Liar, straight from a liar's mouth, using a liar's tongue, using the liar's way of lying. This man does not fulfill any promises that he purports to keep. You will not station any gods, and in addition, I accuse you of wanting to merely thieve all of our relics and artifacts."
We would never.
You know, I've noticed a pattern. Mavericks keeps digging us deeper into holes every time.
It's not me to die.
It's literally what you respond with that keeps doing the same thing.
George, would you like to try to persuade him?
Yeah, persuade them. They like you more than they like me.
I'm gonna say him to him. Yeah, this guy is kind of a liar. We're not even gonna station any guards. We're just gonna leave and go do whatever. Not here. We're going elsewhere.
I mean, that's not
But you should lock the doors.
What?
that's not a deception, that's a persuasion, but sure, give me a persuasion.
How's that better?
18,
18 plus half your charisma.
19.
Damn.
Yeah, what?
What the fuck?
I win. I win.
Okay, well,
And Archbishop Benedictus points down at Corvinus, and he says, "You, what is your name?"
I say I am Corvinus of the Imperial Feast.
And
he
he
points
says,
down at him and says Turnuk.
Corvinus of the Imperial Fist, I demand from you a blood oath. If you violate what you have said, that you will personally kill yourself or put yourself into a suicidal position in service of the god Emperor for violating such a sacred oath. Do you accept this oath of moment?
What they say, hold on.
He said if you don't do as you said, that you personally will either kill yourself or kill yourself in service of the Emperor for violating the oath.
No,
I mean,
heard
that's not even a deception roll, sir. You are.
I know,
gonna
he
kill yourself.
persuaded.
You are no. You are going to kill yourself in service to the Emperor. You are a space marine. Duh.
I think he's talking more in the immediate sense, but
No. He did not specify. No.
and I'm not asking him to do a roll. I'm just asking if Corvinus accepts it, because the guy
yeah, but
believes in it.
what are the conditions that I said?
That you are that no Imperial Fists or any of the people are going to go into their cathedral, and that you all are going to leave after they leave.
That's not what I said, though. I said
Okay.
we are not going in there.
And who is?
It's everyone here.
No, who is going in there?
Okay, if you want to agree to specifically what the spirit of what he's saying is, then you just need to. But if you want to do what you're saying and use kind of the letter of the thing, I think you gotta do a deception check for that.
Yes.
Do we need to go in there?
No.
Huh?
Oh yeah, then whatever. We don't care. Yeah, I say yeah, sure. We're not going in there.
Should.
Alright. He says, very well, we shall return to our own individual homes for a limited time, expecting the cathedral of the Holy God Emperor to remain pristine and unsullied by any of you. And he points a finger at all of the people down there, and he says, "Go, you may depart now. We shall be leaving shortly, as after we lock up."
I asked him, do you actually want us to leave guards or no?
He says, "No, don't violate your oath. Go away."
Very well. Okay, let's move.
Absolutely amazing. You put this floor under martial law, and
How?
it has been, it should be about 2 or 3 hours.
It's 2:30. Actually, less than 2:30.
It's about 2 hours, yes. So, okay, so I think we can call it here if you all want to.
Man,
Service.
it's gonna be such a drag going to every floor and doing this.
Well, no, you're just putting the Hablux under martial law. You're literally sweeping and rad wiping the lower floors. So you're going down there telling people they're arrested if they don't comply. You kill them, and then afterwards you fill the whole floor with a radioactive bomb to kill any living thing.
Wait, what? Whoa! Why didn't we just use the bomb?
Well, because this is the Hab floor, there's literally like 500,000 people living on this Hab floor. And the underfloors, those are all like gangers and stuff. These are like just civilians. No one cares if you rad wipe just like some underhive slum where maybe 50 people you can arrest live, but anyways, everyone at home, thank you so much for watching, and let me ask, since you all are here, do you all think you can make it next week at about the same time?
Yes.
Maybe.
It's
Okay.
not the weekend technically. It's
Have
Friday.
we all ever made it on time?
Yeah, we have quite a few times, but anyways, everyone, thank you so much for watching. Remember, we appreciate you if you type in chat, or if you want to donate to me, use any of the links in the description below. If you want to donate to any of our players, just say so in the super chat and I'll make sure they get it. In addition, we currently have a subscriber goal that if any of our players receive $200 in donations, I will commission them a VTuber model, and you'll be able to see their actual character reacting on the bottom of the screen. In addition, if you notice the new thumbnail on the picture, that was drawn by Hyperbased on Twitter. Remember to follow him and like his stuff and give him business if you want any drawings. We hope you all can join us next week.